got bits, but not for him. Oh, goody. Adventurers. We got bits, but not for him. menu got stew and ale. Hey, you! Leave your axe at the door. good adventures.
happened to me? Why do I have that icon? What does that mean?
Were you prone? Or did you get your hail of arrows or
Oh,
whatever ready?
yes, I had cast Hail of Thorns as a ready action.
Okay. So we'll go over where we're at in combat in a moment. But the question this week, since it's gonna be the last regaining lost power for this year, because of holiday stuff, and in theme of that, I want you to think about if your character has any holy days that they celebrate, and what traditions that go along with these holy days. If you don't have a holy day, that's fine. Um, Maybe mention a celebration that your family has done, or some kind of tradition that you keep up, regardless of if your family is around. But yeah, so everyone get those the D20 rolls in, and as we do the recap for last time, which was pretty short. Technically, it's been like less than a minute since all that happened because combat takes a while. And when we last left off, you were all in the prisoner pits for these Yuan-Ti, and um, you were trying to devise a way to either glean information or just outright escape. You decided to check on adjacent prisoner pits from the uh, from the inside. You created a hole in the side of the cage you were in to find out what the other prisoners were like. They were basically useless. Half of them were drugged, the other half were weak from exhaustion. But you decided to break out in the best way you could by having Hysera summon an unseen servant to lift the grate on top of your pit and very quickly have everyone escape via the upper cage. Um, and though you did make a little bit of noise, you managed to get out at about the same time as a person was being sacrificed. So the noise from their screams kind of made it easier for you to make noise on your end. And everyone got out of the pit and clambered up on the main level, while a Yuan-Ti guard stood and watched as you just gathered your bearings. It seemed very confident that you would not do anything from there, but you started freeing the other prisoners and shooting through the bars, so it got its fellow guards to come and rally. And rally they have as you fought off several already guards, various spellcasters, brutes, um, snipers, and whatnot. They finally lowered the gate and allowed you to pour in as they attempted to keep you from escaping. The prisoners that you brought out and cured pretty much from the poison have made an attempt to fight back alongside you, but you still have each token here represents 6 people, 6 prisoners that are chained up together. So they will stick together because you can't really separate. And at this point, we will get into what's happening where as soon as more people roll their d20s.
I rolled mine.
Oh, you want me to roll a d20, do you?
Wow.
A lot of 17s.
Consistent. Okay. So let's start with Sheila. What is a holy day that you or your family celebrate, and what traditions come with them?
Well, being a tiefling, let's see, they're from Avernus, right? Or they're not. They're from what I learned
Hell.
in Baldur's Gate. Yeah, they're close by, right? So it would be a Samhain, would be a Samhain type of holiday would be a thing with a horned god that she doesn't really believe in, and her family isn't, they're not super religious or anything, not her immediate, but they would roast a beast of some sort in that, and they would set aside a portion at the front door for for the monster, keep it from their doorway, kind of a thing. It's that sort of a thing in the dark of the year, and exchange compliments. Instead of gifts, they would give compliments to each other. They would think long and hard, and sometimes these compliments were in the form of a poem or a song, but you would be something kind you would say to the other members of your family that they could hold in their hearts for the rest of the year and get them through the dark. That would be one of her favorite holidays.
Sounds wonderful. Everyone could use more compliments. All right. Ashe. Your mic is muted.
Weird. Okay. Hi.
Hello.
I would say there are two main holidays that Ashe celebrates. Midwinter, because it marks like the middle of winter. But also like the shift towards more light, so like a return to the light. And the town she grew up in, they would have a bonfire with lots of warm drinks. And then this one called Green Grass, which was the first day of spring, which is like almost kind of like the second phase of that, where it's like everything is coming back to life. As a follower of Meshachal, both of those things are very important to her.
And Loki.
Oh, well, yes, well, typically, yes, at the winter solstice, we find a lake. It's usually a frozen lake at this time, of course. We chop a big hole through the ice, and we all jump in, and then we jump right back out again because that's damn cold. And then we have a big bonfire, and we feast, and we drink, and then we feast some more. And then some damn fool goes to run out into the lake again, and we have to jump in and drag him back, and then we feast again. And that's winter solstice.
Keep those spirits up and those temperature's low. Body temperature. All right, Aja.
Aja has two holidays that one is yearly, the other is every 10 years. The 10-year, the long one is Arlathen, which is when all of the elven clans go and meet, and they go over their lineage and everything, and make trade deals. And it's like a big month-long festival, usually headed out towards more of like an ancestral area. And like you eat, you drink. There's like a whole like Olympics game going on, where each clan sends their top warriors, their best warriors, to compete in these trials. And then the winner, they get extra loot, so to speak. Like they get extra trade deals, they get more money, they get more honor. It's like a month-long thing. And then the other one that she celebrates yearly, usually with her family, is Feast of the Moon, which is like Dia de los Muertos, where you know, kind of build a shrine to respect your ancestors and the dead. And you perform the ritual of remembrance. And then you also, like, usually you'll gather with your outer families, like your cousins and your grandparents. Though Aja's never done that. It's always just been, you know, her and her parents and her brother. But they gather and we tell stories of the deeds of our ancestors and of the gods that we worship until deep into the night. And we believe that, you know, when you do this, they come. That's essentially summoning them, and their spirit comes. Hopefully not. There was one instance I heard of a family who, like, their dead actually came back, but that was a whole situation. We don't do that. That's not allowed anymore. You know, because things can go really wrong if you're, like, you know, creating undead of your ancestors, of your, you know, dead relatives. That's not great. But you know, we want to bring their spirits to enjoy our warmth and just remember them, to give them honor and strength, and strengthen our bond in the year to come. This is usually like in autumn that we do this.
Cahoon.
So, due to being on a mountain, there's not a whole lot of clouds that are below them or above them. So, a lot of it is major astrological events. So stuff like the Pleiades, they have something similar to that, where it's like once a month for like 2 weeks. They'll have like a festival, call it like Festival of Lights, or something similar. I don't know exactly. And like mainly full moon never are like regular holidays, but outside of that, there's really not much.
Okay. Is Ponderance back? Not quite. All right. So Hisera does celebrate the holidays, but there's just so many, and they kind of bleed together because she just likes throwing parties and feasts at her. She did at her estate. She just liked having people over, and so even if it wasn't a true holy day, she just liked having people over, throwing food and friends and whatnot. But yeah, so last time when we ended, a couple things that's like there's a lot going on right now. We have the we can't really avoid mentioning the goat in the room, but there's a goat in the room.
Mhm.
A very large goat, like horse-sized, and it has this aura around it. When a creature comes within a certain amount of distance, it needs to make a saving throw or be frightened, and needs to use its movement to run away. So that's what these two tokens are. They got those screaming people faces on them. We've got the red dot tokens. Those indicate creatures that are low on life. So just so you know, if you're playing a big, strong hit, probably go for something with more health. If you're planning on just taking off like smaller spells or attacks, maybe go for the weaker ones. We got 2 fires that started when a large explosion of fire happened. So those are still ongoing. Be wary of them. If you move into that space, you will have to try to not be on fire. We have next to Ashe a spiritual weapon that she's controlling. So bonus action, she can use that to attack things. Loki has an aura around him, a sanctuary aura, where if a creature attempts to attack him, they will need to succeed on a wisdom saving throw or make a new target. So that lasts until you make any harmful attempt at hurting your enemies.
For 1 minute.
Yes, I mean, hopefully that will end sooner than a minute, because he won't be doing a lot if he doesn't make any actions. We've got Hail of Thorns on Aja, readying an attack as she has helped the final group of prisoners up top. The people with any kind of coherency or fighting ability are these people. Frightened inmate number 1, right here. They are capable of fighting if you give them weapons. They have already sent off a few darts in to strike at the enemies. And I believe that's it. Sheila was going to hand out weapons.
Yeah, I am.
For
my turn.
There is a room up here which 3 spellcasters came from. There is a room over here. They seem to have closed the door to kind of clear the path for all of these fun guards on their way to celebrate your freedom from slavery very recently. I believe that's everything. If you have any other questions, we can get to that when we get to that. Is Ponderance back yet? Okay. Well, let's get started. We've got a lot of creatures to go through. This map is kind of laggy, kind of buggy. I had a hard time matching the grid with the map, so that's why it's off. The future maps I got better at, but this map is not great. And once you start killing enemies, then I can remove tokens and the lag won't be as bad.
Let's get him.
Okay, so first off, we've got this individual who just closed the door to this room. Gonna move up here next to Ponderance. He's not back, but that's something we're used to. Okay. And make
Alright, sorry, I'm back.
Hello. Just in time.
Oh,
We'll start by giving you a chance to say your holy day. If any.
I don't know D&D holidays very well. I try
This
to
is-
think about it. I don't have a fake one.
Well,
How about a real one?
Yeah, the rest of us had to pull something out of our pocket.
I was about to get there and say the D&D holiday I do know about is Midwinter, which I, fine. I feel like it's a pretty common one. I don't know. I think that is after December, so I'm also gonna go with Christmas because who doesn't love gifts? But I think Ponderance has mostly renounced the celebration of holidays in his pursuit of the mind as an adult.
that's fair. I think it's kind of weird that some people don't believe in gods in this world, or just don't think of gods as being substantial when these gods are actually real in the fantasy world to the point of actually influencing others.
They're pretty like in your face too. Like these gods, like every cleric gets their power. Like every paladin gets their power from a god.
Yeah, you got warlocks, clerics, paladins, druids even get god-like powers.
It
But,
sounds to me like Ponderance needs to be visited by the ghost of Christmas.
it's not that he doesn't believe in these things; he just doesn't.
He doesn't have
celebrate them.
time for it. He's got better things to deal with, right? Frankly.
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically you could celebrate any holiday on the plane of dreams, but maybe that's how he knows about Christmas, despite Christ not being a god.
What was it called before Christmas? What did the pagans call it? Was it just like
Us?
It's just
It's just mass.
winter solstice?
Oh, what was it?
Yeah.
Yule.
Yeah,
Yule.
that's it. Yule. Yuletide greetings,
come back
pagans
now,
and
you-
whatnot. Celebrating the trees and nature. Okay, so Ponderance, just in time, as a guard advances upon you. He should have a red mark.
But yeah, it was on the solstice.
But it will strike at you. You take 6 damage as it bites into you, and then 6 more as it claws at you. So 12
I'm sorry, this is who?
I'll pass.
Ponderance.
He took how much?
He took 12.
I don't remember if I've already done my reaction.
Pass and double it for the next one.
Yep.
He's gonna use his reverse.
Uno reverse card.
Who know it?
Roll a d4.
No.
Since this is like a real thing, like you were out loud speaking these things,
They should all take damage
Yes,
too.
the monsters take damage as well.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Kill him with our words.
wait a minute. I'm the bard here.
This is some vicious mockery.
Yeah.
He just got barred.
I'll pun him to death.
Some punishment.
No.
Amanda, you like the bad ones.
Not when they damage me.
Not when they hurt.
Well,
They
that-
always damage you.
Well, that managed to take this guard that's frightened down to low health. So
He
that's
just faints.
plus. It's just that's too strong.
I'm so bad.
I would like to
Scratch his
imagine
heart.
he's just like, oh god, and he just like gets
Ugh.
down on the ground and lays down,
Psychic
just no, why?
This map is very laggy, so you should start. But
Do
this
your
one
fucking jobs.
this one will move to here. Make attempts at hitting Ponderance. Only managed to get 4 slashing damage in. This one will.
It's been a while since this come up. Are you accounting for my cloak of displacement too?
Which does.
Imposes disadvantage on creatures attacking me.
So let's see. Go back a little bit. So it works until you get hit. Which the first strike did. And it recharges on the start of your turn.
Correct.
So
Okay.
this one will attack at Cahoon. Trying to hit him off the goat. Manages to get 3 slashing as its claws come in. Strike.
I am the good.
This one will dash in and make a wisdom saving throw. It dashes in, gets to here, becomes frightened, and runs away. It sees the goat, and it's like, nope.
That herbivore might eat me.
Runs into the room, sees this massive goat, and immediately turns around.
I don't get
It's like-
paid for this shit.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I believe it's my break. Mandatory.
I'm glad, like, it's one of those few times where I've held onto something and then used it, and it's actually been worthwhile. Also, if anyone has a lightning attack,
No kidding.
No.
Yeah, I know.
or a Kamehameha. Oh, and why is that an option?
So this one also runs in, sees giant goat, freaks out, and returns to exactly where he started. Alright, this one here, but can't do. Well, it'll move into that space. Cahoon.
Yes.
manage to get through one attack. You take 11 piercing damage
Ooh.
as it bites down, crunching your armor.
What a boss.
And now it is the commoner's turn. Since they understood that Sheila had some stuff for them,
Yeah.
they will move
Come
to
here.
there.
She's always wanted to be a merchant. Get your wares.
Have them.
No wares but here.
Okay, so what items do you give them?
Crossbow. I have two. I have a hand crossbow and a regular crossbow. Light crossbow. I have a dagger. I think I'll hang on to my rapier. Well, no, I think I have a special sword, don't I? I had a rapier before, so I can hand off my rapier.
What do you use for your pack weapon?
I had wait a minute. Rapier. Booming blade. Oh, that must be a. I'm sorry. That the booming blade isn't a blade. It's. I guess I need to hang. I thought booming blade was an item, not a spell. Never mind. So
Okay.
all I have is a dagger, a light crossbow, and a hand crossbow.
Okay, so they will move to here, trying to get past Loki, but not really staying in that area. And they will
Now,
attack.
if they're going past me, can I hand them my throwing axes, even though it's like not my turn? And
Yeah. They can take these items from you. Bonus action.
that
stuff.
won't affect my sanctuary spell.
Nope. You are
Okay.
arming people. You are not directly harming anyone. Indirectly.
Okay, that's three throwing axes there. Well, they're hand axes. I mean, whether you throw them is up to you.
So that's 6. They will make 6. So each of them has an item to strike. Well, only the crit hits. So we'll say that was the D8. So D8. And then they will move back out of the room so that they aren't directly next to their captains. This is a real Three Stooges situation where they can't really move into the room because their allies are in their way. So they're just kind of waiting their turn. Loki, it is your turn.
Oh,
Yay!
well, I'm going to use this, what is it called? Dust of Celerity?
Okay.
Okay, so that's, is that my use of a bonus action or an action?
Bonus action.
That's a bonus action, so with my first action, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and which one? The one with the gear on. No, that's my gear. The lizard-headed guy who's still terrified. Yes.
That hits.
Why do I have that on? Just a sec. That should be just normal, right? Okay, hits, and
That is a crit.
so do I do what
So just hit the scimitar speed button again.
again? Okay.
All right, and so you're attacking the one diagonal.
Yes.
Frightened of the giant goat and the aura around you, you manage to destroy that one.
Okay, and I move forward, and I attack the one directly in front of me, or as I would say to the west. Yes.
Yes.
You also have dropped your
And that looks like a hit.
sanctuary.
All right, how's he looking?
Still barely hanging on.
Okay, so now with the dust of celerity, does that mean I have how is that affecting me?
You have one more action, which can
Yep.
be a single weapon attack. You also have your bonus action for your scimitar speed.
Okay, so basically, okay,
So you basically have two attacks left if you want to just take up.
that's exactly what I want to do. So I'm going to try to take out the same guy I just hit. Is he still standing?
26, yes, that hits, and he is also.
Okay, so I'll use the last one on the one that's to a diagonal from me.
Okay. Hits.
Oh my god.
12 on him.
Yeah, just enough.
Whoa!
nice,
3
okay.
guys. Is that a
That's
record?
what I wanted to do. All right, and that's it. That's the end of my turn. I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah, you think? Is that enough?
Note that you have a +2 to your AC, and your speed is doubled.
Okay.
Aja, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to. If I can move here. If I move here, am I able to hit some of them at all?
Yeah, if you can
Or
see them.
do I need to get in front of Bloopy Doo?
Nope.
Sweet. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I had a Hail of Thorns cast. The next time I hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack before the spell ends, the spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from your ranged weapon or ammunition. I'm also going to take a here. Probably not stealthed. Was it sharpshooter that gives me the -5 penalty?
Is sharpshooter?
Yes.
Sharpshooter.
Yeah.
And sneak attack would probably not count in this instance.
Which one are you trying to hit?
Well, I was wanting to hit these guys.
Okay. Sneak attack would not affect them unless you have
Okay.
advantage against them.
They are
So-
feared. Does that do anything?
It means they have disadvantage on attacks. And damage.
Okay. Then I will just hit normal. I won't do the sharpshooter. And I don't have advantage on them. So, I believe. Am I just doing am I doing like a normal attack on top of the Hail of Thorns?
You do your normal attack, and I believe even if it doesn't hit, the thorns still happen.
It must make a dex saving throw. A creature takes 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one.
It says next time you hit a creature.
Next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack. Okay, so I'm going to hit normal. Bloop. I don't have advantage. So that was an 11 plus 2.
That does not hit.
Damn. All right, I'll go again. Oh,
Okay, so... You are trying to shoot past 4 people, including Ponderance, and the first one goes just slightly wide, not enough to do any damage to anyone. The second one, you just kind of try and get past these, like, civilians that are just pushing their way, like, trying to get their weapons out and deal with the chains around their neck. And so your second attack goes a bit wider, and you manage to hit the barrel on the far side of the room that is on fire, and it explodes, pushing shards of fire further into the room.
okay, but I'm
Nice.
going to go over. Take cover. Hide behind this wall. I don't know if I can stealth at all, but
Aja, use explosive arrow.
can I try and hide? Does that do anything for me?
You have 2 levels in Rogue, right?
I do.
Yeah, so you can bonus action hide.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
That does
y-
have advantage.
You do see that this one does take a little bit of damage from the fire that is just right behind it.
Well, that's something.
Oh, gee
Ash.
whiz.
Ash?
I'm just trying to decide whether it's worth it to change my
It's always
concentration thing. Enter. So first I'm going to use my bonus action to smack this one with my, whatever this thing is.
Spiritual weapon?
Yes.
Club? Mace?
which there's so many things to roll. I'm sorry. Spiritual weapon 22.
That hits.
13 force damage.
You smash it down.
And then, since I am out here now, we're gonna change the concentration spell, and I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians since they're running in and out of the room. So we're gonna cast it. This DC 17 Wisdom save. 22. And I don't know if you want it to stay the same or if you want me to roll every time. Tell me. But the spiritual weapon goes away.
No, spiritual weapon does not concentrate.
It's not?
It is not.
Interesting.
It is a very strong cleric spell. It's a bonus action, continuous, no concentration.
I'm gonna move it. Wait, how far can it move? Hang on.
Yeah, they're probably like, you know what, Cleric is having a hard time doing damage. Let's give him something that's busted as AF.
20 feet. It can move 20 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect.
That's
I'm
probably the
moving
only
right
thing.
here. And I'm going to step forward a little bit. I guess right here.
Is that a toilet?
So now I have my angelic peer guardians, which I haven't cast because for some reason I thought spiritual weapon was concentration.
What form do your spirit guardians take?
They're like angelic. It says if you're good, then you can choose angelic or fae, but hers would be angelic.
Well, just if you wanted to flavor it a bit more, like what specific form that would Mishakal grant you on?
They're like, they don't really have a ton of armor. They're mostly just to like in like white robes, like you would imagine like healers would be if you were in a
Okay.
healing place.
Sheila.
Yeah. I want to cast Wall of Thorns. Freebie harp, I believe. There it is. And I want to cast it. Hey, look at the 120 feet. Yeah, I got room. I want to cast it. Can I cast it so that it moves down that hallway?
Yes, you can.
Okay. 60 feet long, 10 feet high. 5 feet thick, or a circle that has a 20 feet. So make it as wide as the hallway if I can.
Can you roll 78?
78. Let's see, I'll roll 4.
$46 damage.
If they want to move through it, they take damage every. Use so.
God.
That. I just thought if we could stop or slow those guys, we can go back and release the rest of the prisoners.
I think they're all released.
I don't.
Oh,
I don't think we checked all of the. I don't remember that we checked all of the cells, did we?
I'm pretty sure we got the last of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys think we do? Okay.
yeah, because Alex said that Alja got the last
Okay.
one.
All right. Well, anyway, I
But
still want to do that.
yeah, no, a great
Sure.
move. You can like go check out that other door. You'd be like, you guys hold on.
Okay. Well, since that is so much damage, that one failed. That one failed.
I can't imagine just like the ones here, or whoever is like over here, just seeing like it just blast down the hallway, like searing the ground.
Might, maybe rethink their life choices.
Or not really searing, but
Going, you know what? I don't know if this is worth it.
going, oh my god, what are they sacrificing? What did they summon?
Okay, so since this was such a devastating attack, I want you to describe how you just like destroy half of these creatures.
I cast this spell that my harp gives me that I've never used before, and I just thought I just want to fill that whole hallway with as much of these brambles as I can and stop those guys from coming in here. And yeah, I have no idea. I can't see past them, so I don't know what had happened. I just heard yelling. I heard a lot of probably screams, and I'm thinking, cool. Right on. Take that, you torturers.
So, you cast this spell, you summon the power of the harp that you have, and you just outstretch your hand, and from the ground, just bursting through the stone floor, these thorns push up and impale several of these snake people, many of them getting gouged in their eyes or just all over. You don't understand their language, but you do understand that they are in quite a bit of pain.
Well, take that. My, no idea.
Okay. So do you have a bonus action you'd like to use?
I do have a bonus action. I will give I'll give Ponderance bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
I will remain where I'm gonna I'm not in anybody's way if I remain here, or should I get out of the way for other people to get past me? They can get past me. They just...
Yeah, they can move past.
Okay, all right. I'm good. Me and the goat.
Your best friends.
My best. Ah.
So, Ponderance, from around the corner down the hall, you hear the sound of broken, what's it called? Draconic, as these creatures are attempting to struggle with what has just developed. And the words you do understand are words like reinforce and retreat. You also hear again the name Raznasi.
We got them on their heels, boys.
They have Heelys?
Well, that's what they need to go get from the reinforcements.
Are they... Do the thorns ever go away?
Last 10 minutes.
Okay. And is it just like... Hold on, I'll read. Never mind.
So this one is no longer frightened of the goat. It will just run up, going down swing.
And it makes a check for
No.
the guardian.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
That is a wisdom.
Yes, DC 17.
It fails. And so as it runs in to attack these people who are making a break for the for freeing all the prisoners, it just runs into these angelic beings as it is pounded. Cahoon.
Oh, it's me. Well,
What?
I originally was gonna block the hallway. Then there was fire in the way. And then there's a fuckload of thorns. How many people here have taken damage? Like, are they still alive? Like, how healed? How healed are you? I guess I'll hold on. I don't know. Um. Can I make a non-lethal attack on this one?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try to knock it unconscious.
Okay.
Is my goal. What do I need to do for that?
You just declare it's non-lethal and make a normal attack. The damage will be unless it's magic.
Oh, unless it's magical?
Unless you use like a spell.
Oh. Okay.
Like magic weapons are.
Well,
22
20
hits. You successfully knock.
Okay. Then I will move Lagoat and myself here. And I'm gonna dismount the goat. And we'll get ready to pick him up. How can I even pick up this guy? Like, realistically, does it look like I can pick up the
The guard?
yeah?
I mean, yeah, you are a strong fellow.
Okay.
Make an athletics.
I'm okay.
Yeah, you carry him as best you can. It's
I was gonna like try to put him on the back.
oh yeah, you can do that. He's pretty tall and covered in scales and very thick muscles, so pretty heavy person. But yeah, you can throw him on top of the goat.
Okay. I will do that, and then tell everyone else that we should get out of here while the thorns are blocking the way.
But that's the way we came in.
Yeah, but we have
Ow.
whatever this thing is, and we've seen people disappear through this.
We have?
Yeah, when we were being put down, didn't somebody go through this?
You have not seen anyone go into that area and disappear. Though, you do remember from the last 2 sessions ago that when you were thrown into the pit, the bars were raising up and closing when there were still some 2 Yuan-Ti in there. And then when you got out, they were not.
Okay. Well, then I would call it that there's only one left alive. I'll just call it to like these. Let's figure out what we're doing while we have a little bit of a respite. That'll be my turn.
Ponderance.
Hey. This guy still alive? Sorry, I missed what the bloodied face symbol means.
That creature is knocked out and on the
Gotcha.
back of a goat.
And this one's still up, right? So I can
Yes, it is.
knock him out. Okay. I will non-lethally punch it.
All right. That hits. It is just barely hanging on.
Not for
This
long.
hits. All right. You successfully knock it out.
Yay. More offering to the goat blood god.
Did you use your can he add to the damage? Oh yeah, you knocked it out.
Yeah, it's done.
You had inspiration.
Okay, so Hysera's kind of seeing the damage unfold here, kind of unsure about what to do next. She will... She will just ask, what's the plan? What are we doing next? What's going on?
Let's take out these. Let's get out of here. We need to escape and bring the prisoners with us.
Okay. All right. She will hold an action to, if there are any hostile enemies that come to line of sight, attack you, she will cast Eldritch Blast. Okay, so I think is there anything anyone else wants to do before we end combat?
I guess I don't think so.
I didn't think about having. That's
Okay. Well, if that's it,
I will stand over here in case any of them try to come down the hall. So they will take the damage for 10 minutes.
These three creatures try to move through the thorns to get out of the way, but manage to slice themselves up even more. They are top of the round. The fire is beginning to spread into the thorns. So now it's a thorny, fiery
It's just a huge mess.
which will continue to spread unless you do something about it. But that is combat.
Well, I just wiped my hands and, well, all right, we did that. It looked bad for a minute there.
you can probably look at your harp and go, remind me to sand you more on.
We better gather up these prisoners and see if we can find a way out. Now, there's a door. Isn't there a door up here? I saw a door over there in this other chamber.
Yes. They were coming out of that door in droves. I don't know where it goes, but probably one of the ways that we can get out of here.
Try.
I knocked this guy.
Can we heal any of these people? Help them at all before we try to make them march out of here? Is there anything we can do to, heal up these poor prisoners?
From my understanding, all of them.
We already have checked that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we already.
They're just lethargic.
Okay. Lethargic. They just need rest. I don't know if
Good.
we've got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Can I peek into this door? Make sure there's no other enemies. I am still stealthed.
Okay.
Trying to be stealthy.
We kind of got ahead of ourselves here. Aja, as you enter this room, I want you to make a wisdom saving.
That's a 6.
Okay. So you step into this room. You walk past Hysera, Sheila, and some of the prisoners. And as you get into this area, you feel a familiar feeling wash over you as your senses are assaulted by that iron taste and smell. The smell of blood, once again, is inside your head. And
Inside my head, not because of the blood vats.
so when you first entered, those were dried up.
Oh,
They had
okay.
dried blood on the walls or the canals, but they recently sacrificed some, and so you smell fresh blood, and you inhale it, you taste it, it's in your sinuses, it starts to cloud your mind, and
Fuck!
you feel yourself start to lose your senses. You feel like you can't control yourself. There's something that requires a bloodletting. The smell of blood just enhances the fact that you want to kill more. You want to feast on flesh. There's something going on inside you that, with that wisdom
Yikes.
save, you cannot control any longer. You've been putting it off for so long, and yet now it's just taken over.
Fucking.
For goodness sakes. None of the rest of us know this, though. We don't notice it.
Well, you do notice Aja just kind of like, the smell. Oh, I want more blood.
Uh-oh.
And
Uh-oh.
you see like her spine just start to push out of her back, creating like a triangle. You see her face like enlarge, and like her nose becomes kind of beak-like. Her teeth sharpen, and she can't control herself anymore. And since you were here, let's say when that happens, you turn to Sheila, whom you just walked past, and
Uh-oh.
you make an attempt to bite her, to get that taste, like more of that blood taste in your mouth.
Ah! I don't taste good.
What do I need to roll anything?
You
Like
are no
grappling
longer
her, or
You are no longer in control of this character as you turn around and bite Sheila. Sheila, you take 9 piercing damage, and I want you to make a con saving throw.
But this go.
You're not you when you're hungry.
I know. Ah!
I need the
Gotta go
Snickers.
first.
no!
Oh God, I can't give myself.
Should have given me the bardic inspiration,
minute.
huh?
Do I have any inspiration left? Did I use my points last time?
I don't know.
Ah.
So Sheila, you feel this gnash in your arm as Aja just bites down with these incredibly sharp teeth, and you feel instantly something pulse through your veins and your blood, going through to your head, and what Aja has been feeling, you feel as well. I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm not very wise. I'm not wise at all. I can't give myself.
That's better.
Was it a little better? Oh, a little better.
You smell that blood, that metal metallic scent. You taste the blood in your mouth, even if it's not there physically, and your mind starts to cloud. But you just barely manage to fight off that urge that Aja is now feeling. So we are going to go in initiative order again. Just for this sake of what do you do in this situation? What do you do next? So I want everyone to roll for initiative once more.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh no.
I was meant to be the bad guy.
Yeah, I should kill that bear.
It's because I killed the bear. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Turning it into a werebear.
Okay. That is there. So, Ashe, you're over here defending the corridor, making sure that no more of the Yuan-Ti get through. And from behind you, you hear the sound of Aja, like, go crazy, in a sense. You turn your head and look, and you see her just, like, deformed and taking a bite out of Sheila. What would you like to do?
Do I recognize this as something that I can, like, cure or heal or something?
Make a nature or medicine check. So you have gone across, like, maybe once in your life, a case of lycanthropy, and you understand that the clerics are able to cure this. It would take a restoration spell to do so.
Do I... Does it matter which one?
With that good roll, you would know it would have to be a greater restoration spell.
Would it heal them both?
No, you can only target one person.
Okay. So it's both Aja and Sheila, right?
Yes, except I
Well,
don't think I'm foaming at the mouth yet.
Sheila is resisting the fogginess, but she might say something about this new feeling.
But I saw her get bitten.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna go for now over here and cast Greater Restoration on Aja. And then
Finger butt.
Tie me up.
Bad cycle.
well, no, because it would cure you, right?
So you quickly lay a hand on Aja's shoulder and cast the spell, and instantly, Aja, you suddenly feel that transformation, that fog, lift from your mind. You can see clearly once more the kind of shape on your back forms back into your spine. Your nose flattens once more, and your teeth become omnivore, less carnivorific. But you still taste blood in your mouth, and you see in front of you Sheila is in pain, her hand on her elbow, as you confer that you have bitten Sheila.
We need to scrounge together some replacement clothes.
I like
I
what you
will-
think my clothes. That sounds like I didn't make a full transformation. Are my clothes still fine? I'm not like stark naked.
You didn't do a Bruce Banner or nothing.
Yeah. Ripped my pants.
Sound that's throwing me off. So no, you did grow something on your back, so your cloak and your tunic are torn. Like, there's a pretty large hole in the back of. But of that, you have to change it all.
Okay. Well, I am going to take a step back from Sheila and spit the blood out of my mouth, and Asha's just gonna look confused and horrified.
I will explain that if anyone else can cast Greater Restoration, that we probably should cast it on Sheila too, just in case.
I think so. I'm feeling really odd since she done bit me.
The rabid dog.
By the way, your timing is impeccable.
She no longer has a beak.
That was sarcasm.
I don't understand what's happening. Why?
You were changing. But I have healed you. But
I thought
before I healed you, was able to heal you, you bit Sheila, so she might also change.
Change into what? I thought we took care of the aboleth stuff.
Are we still in?
I thought we did the remove curse and restoration.
Because there still is a creature in the room, and we're gonna have. Are
you talking about me? Because I'm standing right here.
We're gonna have Sheila roll a wisdom on her turn. So if there's someone who can cure her before then, Ponderance, is there a method that you have to deal with lycanthropy?
Restraint?
Yeah.
Oh,
that
great.
is a temporary solution.
We used wooden stakes where I come from.
Thank you, but no.
I don't think that's the way we want to deal with this.
We need silver
Oh, yeah, that's vampires. Sorry.
I mean, that said, I don't want to be that close to the vampire or the lycanthrope. What? So I think Ponderance is going to take a step back, but still be like in movement distance, and yeah, I'm gonna ready an action to like tackle Sheila down if it looks like she's going for someone else.
Cahoon.
Howdy. So what I hold on. Would this fall under? Oh, fuck. Well, just for posterity. Can't actually. With my religion roll, would I know if remove curse could do something similar as greater restoration, or is it only greater?
It's supposed to be a curse, isn't it? Why can't it be a curse?
Not to everyone. Yes. Remove curse words.
Because I don't think my harness divine power. One expanded soul slot, no higher than half your proficiency, which is. So I can only get it level 2, I can't get it for 3, but. Well, she looks like you're on your own. um, actually, can I? 1, 2. If I was to try to like pick her up and I moved like here, could I pick her up from here? Or do I need to be in the same tile as her?
You can, yeah, adjacent's good.
Okay. Then my movement speed is 30. So yeah, so if I spend 10 to get here, and I'm just gonna pick her up, if that's possible, or I guess possibly even drag. It doesn't matter.
Sheila, are you resisting this?
I don't know. He needs to tell me what his plan is here.
Shouldn't have a choice.
I'm not a bag of potatoes.
If she's resisting, you both make opposing athletics.
I need to know what you're trying to do.
No time.
Just your words.
Then, Sheila, you can make an athletics roll.
I'm gonna flap around a little bit. He needs to tell me what he's doing. If I have time to flap around, he has time to flap his lips. All right. Look at that.
Okay.
I'm sprightly.
Kicking and screaming, you pick up Sheila.
Okay. So then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going in here, and she's being tossed to that square.
Can no one cast another Greater Restoration?
That I know of? No.
Well, so Ashe
thought he-
can't?
I don't think I can restore a spell slot to do that. It's a level 5 spell.
And
Nobody has remove curse either.
yeah. So it's a third level spell, and I can only get.
Maybe. Hang on.
And I also use all my life.
I might have some garlic in my pack.
Oh, stop!
No,
Stop it, you!
no, that's for vampires too. Sorry.
Anyone have
Fair
a
choice.
miniature sun? Wait, vampires.
Remove curse. But I don't have it prepped. Whatever we do, it would have to wait until. Wait, that's level. Wow. Hang on. What level can I recharge of spell?
Okay, so, Sheila, Cahoon picked you up and pulled you out of that room and tossed you next to this pool of swirling water.
That pool is spurling.
Yes, so, now that you are out of the room that reeks of blood, the only blood on you is your own. You do not have to make that saving.
Oh, thank goodness. Whatever it was that was making me feel like I might turn has gone away. It had something to do with all the blood in it. But I don't know what this water's all about.
I didn't know if that was going to happen. I was just getting away from other people.
I see.
Right, well, we'll keep an eye on you until tomorrow when I can
We've scheduled you an appointment with the emergency clinic.
cast the spell just to be sure.
Well, can we take a short rest? Can you get your spell back if you just rest for a short bit?
I don't think so.
We still need to get out of here.
I think I need a long rest.
All right.
Because it's too high of a spell for me to be able to recharge it with my abilities.
Can anyone mend my cloak?
Yes,
Oh, for crying out loud! I might turn into a werewolf. You're worried about your cloak.
I can do that.
I think I might have broken a nail too.
I would still be like holding my sensor with the shield up in front of me, watching.
Hey DM, can I... So I had smelled the same blood smell that I had smelt in other areas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I determine... So that was like Ashe had said that was lycanthropy, right?
Yes, she understood it to be like.
Is there a way to determine when I was infected?
Yes, you can roll a history.
And
It was
what I was
1432.
turning into.
That's so dumb.
History. 12. Anyone want to
Okay.
give me a
When you're 5 years old.
point of
you don't wanna-
inspiration to reroll?
No, you're the leader. You're supposed to give that to somebody else.
Damn it.
So, you recall, this feeling of blood scent was fairly recent. You only started feeling it at the tournament. And the artifact that you got from the hills, you didn't get that scent from it then. But once you got to the tournament and it was taken, that's where you got that scent.
Oh.
So something about that time period, something infected you. And
Up at the Baron's castle?
you can't remember what creature it was or what lycanthropy it was, but something to do with the tournament. Vaguely, you recall.
What item?
The sword. So like
the-
how we had destroyed the sword because when I grabbed it, I had like gone into a rage and I like went into a bloodlust. But that sword wasn't actually cursed. It wasn't actually the sword.
Man.
But because I was having that sense, we assumed that it was the sword, but it was me all along.
Oh no!
I was the problem.
It
Man.
It was me! I was the
Doubly-
turkey!
I didn't need more regret for destroying the sword.
Can I ask Hysera if she knows any like way that we would have gotten
Like, how did I get infected? Was it one of the people that I fought? Like
She's
on the
only
one-on-one?
one. She's the only one that had that issue, from what I remember. Like nobody else.
So, what are you directly asking, Hysera?
I'll just be like, it seems like does she like tell us that she thinks it happened when she thinks it happened?
Oh yeah, I was just says it's like this was either because like that bear or because that bear attacked me, and that's one way to get sick, like get lycanthropy. If it is lycanthropy, is when a lycanthrope in their animal form attacks you. That bear attacked me, but I didn't start feeling anything until the tournament. So I think there was something at the tournament that gave that to me. Either bear or tournament, but I don't know. Like, there was the one-on-one where I fought the people.
So, I still go back to the
Then I
question.
will
What is...
turn to Hysera and be like, is there anything that you know of from the tournament, or what you know of your husband or the other champions that may have caused this?
Yo,
I did see some struggles happening in here. What exactly is going on? Is this new? Is it normal?
We have discovered that Aja, I have just cured her of lycanthropy.
Am I actually cured?
It seems like it may have started around the time that we were at the tournament.
Well, as I recall from the stands, there were some creatures in the maze that you fought. I think one of them was a lycanthrope.
Do I remember this too?
I remember.
Roll history.
Again.
What's up?
Because I wasn't in the maze. I was.
No,
Oh
you
yeah,
watched.
there people were spectating.
You don't know what, like, you remember like a lot about the maze, but you don't remember any specifics about creatures.
Okay.
Was there, do you remember any creatures you may have fought directly in the maze, Asha?
Can I roll a history for that?
Yes, you can roll it.
No, I just remember my strategy was to run
God.
fast.
It was
Somebody
a
give
struggle.
me some insight.
There was a lot of like running away from creatures. You did teleport into the ethereal plane once, but that didn't really help. You don't really recall the creatures you fought.
We need to like get her under some hypnosis so she can actually remember repressed memories.
Fun fact, I am very good at insight. Just not, history,
Remembering
Self-
things.
It's not
medicine,
self-reflection.
perception.
Sheila's still okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You just keep her away from blood.
Gonna just stand here and glare at you, make you feel bad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How was I supposed to know? Showed up here in this room.
She's glaring at me.
Oh.
He picked me
You're
up
holding
without any preamble. What is this water here? I'm just very curious about this water, this pool of water.
I don't know, but we should.
Can I?
I'm gonna dip my toe in, see what, feel it.
All right, Sheila. Cahoon, are you inspecting the pool?
I'm eyeing it, but it wasn't an immediate thing.
Okay. Sheila, I want you to make a investigation.
Put
I
out
shall.
fires.
That's better than a con save.
There we go.
Okay. That is great. So you are like inspecting it and you're looking real close. It looks like just water swirling around, some magic. But as you peer at it closely, it's too thick to be water, and as you look deeper, it's darker than just normal. And just as you're about to touch it, you kind of pull back. There's something weird about this, and I want you and Cahoon to make intelligence saving throws.
You get a +4.
Oh, I get a +4. Excellent. Eat it. Yeah. I got a 13 if I had a +4.
I go.
Okay.
That went out real bright.
So you both like Sheila's really peering into it, and Cahoon, you're just kind of glancing at it, but you just see into it. Like it jumps out at you. The sights that you see as you see the image of a snake head pushing out of this dense liquid, and in each of your own eyes, this giant snake pulls itself out and looks down upon you. And as you're just kind of like taking a step back to get out of the way of this creature, it lunges towards you. And I want you both to roll D100s.
Gosh, out of the frying pan into the fire. All right.
Can I roll a -10? All right, let's see.
Oh, I hope low is good.
I mean, it's a good thing Cthulhu
It's
has you,
usually
right?
not.
We only can-
As this creature lunges at you, it pushes past you. You can feel your mind start to take a little bit of just, mental state. You take 3 psychic damage,
All right.
and you feel something in your mind just kind of like rip itself inside.
My mind is full. Thank you very much. I already got somebody else in there. Oh no.
All right. You both just like kind of step back and shake your head as something washes over you, and you turn and find your party kind of like trying to figure out what to do next. Ashe, how are you stopping this fire?
That's a great question. I was grabbing it. Do I? None of those.
Since this is a fire that is, or not a fire, these are magical thorns. They aren't burning up as the fire spreads throughout it. So, the fire is just a combination of thorns, like pointy thorns and hot fire, as this just spreads into a mass of death.
Keeping them from coming in.
Oh, I also that.
Still.
Hang on, sorry.
Well, Ash is trying to figure out water solutions. What is everyone else doing?
I am avoiding that puddle. Did that snake head is it still out, or it just kind of come out, messed with my mind, and back away again?
When it struck at you, it kind of went through you and disappeared, and in front of you is the dark swirling.
All right. This thing is no bueno.
It's not a viable exit.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, we should clean. I'm gonna start cleaning up the blood if I can.
Okay.
And what do I have? What do I have?
A lot of water would be very helpful right now.
It really would. Gosh, if only there were just barrels of water everywhere.
Yeah. If this was Baldur's
I've
Gate,
got-
there would be barrels of water everywhere.
I
And
have no idea why they have
explosives.
so many barrels of water. Yeah.
Just in
Put
case
out
of
the
fires.
barrels of fire.
Yeah, I guess so.
I've got a pint of holy water.
Control. So the pool in the other room isn't water?
It's water, but it's kind of evil water where the snake pops out and he makes you feel really bad about yourself, and then he goes away.
Oh, I have.
Everyone
free
got their
food and
stuff,
water.
right?
Yeah, I
I
got
can
my
do
stuff.
free food
Okay.
and water.
What is our stuff?
I was carrying Sheila and Loki's equipment when we were sneaking in, like when we were pretending to be prisoners. So I was just wanting to make sure that they got that stuff.
Okay. So Ash, you conjure up the food and water. The water splashes onto the thorns and manages to douse all of them.
Oh. She needs to make a constitution for the thorns.
A what?
What?
She got bit. She got bit. She needs to make a constitution for.
I didn't
Oh.
get bit.
No,
Yeah.
for Sheila.
People took damage.
Oh.
Sheila, make 2
Oh.
concentration checks. So Constitution
Oh.
saving throws.
Oh, because what did I get hurt by?
Me
You got hit.
biting you.
The bite and then the snake that just bit.
Right, because it's a new turn, right?
I will
Okay.
give the food to the.
Constitution. Ugh.
Okay. After
And
the
then-
initial bite, then.
Oh, you
Okay.
get a wait. She gets a +4.
Okay, so +4.
No, because she was further away from you for that.
Oh.
When I bit her.
Oh yeah, right.
Okay,
Sure.
and then a second one with the aura.
Nope,
doesn't
it's
matter.
gone.
Okay.
You lost concentration on your thorn spell.
Oh, I see which concentration. Dang it!
Apparently, I took the fire with.
I always forget about that stuff.
Yeah, it happens. It happens to everyone. Okay, so you splash this water on the ground. It spreads through the hallway and into the room that you're in. You can use some of it to clean the blood that's in here, but it won't. I mean, there is a lot of blood, so it's not gonna do a whole lot of good. You can start.
I'll
cleaning
take
if you
them and
want.
splash it on this barrel too.
Sure.
Can I see anything out through these little? Are they holes in the walls?
I don't know. Can you see things through there?
I mean, I can. I see
Well,
a
then
little
you
dude
can.
here.
You can see. I'll have you make a perception.
Rolling terrible. 11.
So as you peer through these holes, you see that the blood from the sacrifice is intended to drain down these crevices and into these pools of water as they make their way down into this other room ahead of you. And you just barely manage to see creatures roving around in that room. You see there is a large pool of blood in the center. Presumably, that's where the blood goes. People are sacrificed. But you aren't sure what these creatures are doing.
Okay. There's no more fire here.
Nope. Ash put out all the fires.
Or thorns.
I would like to try and stealthily open this door. Or unlock it, I guess. That seems good, right?
You
Door
go
here?
you go to open the door. It is locked.
Yeah. You guys want me to try and open this door?
Yeah.
Okay.
But could she even hear me? I'm still in this other room with the water.
It's worth a try. We still need to find the artifact.
Make a lockpicking check.
Lock picking.
Thieves' tools.
Picking. 16.
You feel like this is kind of a new thing, but you're getting the hang of it pretty well as you click open, or not just open it, but you unlock this door. Would you like to peer inside? What you doing?
Yeah, I want to quietly and stealthily open the door just to do a quick peek in.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
I'll pull my hood up. 32.
Just a simple 32, whatever. Okay. You peer inside. You slowly open the door. It is made out of stone, but it slowly opens, and you look inside, and you see there is a very kind of familiar-looking person. Not familiar as in you know them, but they look a lot like some of the people you've seen. This person has the lower half of a snake and the upper half of a human, dressed in tribal kind of shaman garb, sitting on a pile of pillows. In front of, she looks like she is like intently staring at the door, waiting for whatever is coming out, or in. Sorry, but what you see in front of her, though you can see through it, you see a very large whirling bit of air that is flowing in circles. Just you're directly in front of you, kind of watching the door as well.
I would like to very quietly close the door and lock the door. Just nothing to see in there.
Okay.
Nothing good, anyway.
What would you like to do next?
Did we get the blood cleaned up so Sheila can come through?
Yes.
All right.
So
It will
I guess,
take
like,
time.
let's... Oh, really?
There's a lot of blood.
Oh, okay, well... What? Can we
Rest in
tie
peace, Ace.
Sheila up? To, like, just get her through to the next to the hallway?
Sure.
Because you're saying that's not the viable exit.
Can we just like wrap something around her face so she can't
Say, should I
smell it?
plug my nose?
Yeah.
Hold your breath.
Hold your breath, plug your nose, close your eyes. And stay near Cthulhu so you'll
All right.
have him
I'll
to
just
help.
do that. I'll just stay near him, and I'm gonna close my eyes and plug my nose. Come through. If I start feeling funky, I'll just run away. Run back to the other room. All right. I got my nose plugged and my eyes closed. Somebody lead me.
Okay. I
Push
want
me
you to
in
make.
there.
I want you to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
As you have this just feeling, you kind of feel it surround you, as if it's trying its best to get inside your mind. You can just feel the blood on your skin as you move through, but you push it away. You feel like you have suppressed it for a short time.
All right.
Okay. I think we want to try and be quiet. I can cast Misty Step on some of us, or not pass without trace on some of us. Do that.
Do we want to take the unconscious dude for questioning?
I mean, if we want to question them now, we better do that now, I guess.
Maybe he will know where the artifact is.
There's 2 unconscious fellows.
I
Yes.
thought there was just one.
What if we put them in the little crates, in the little cages?
There too. Are we dropping him down the holes? Figured it would be good to maybe talk to. Try to interrogate, maybe
Okay. and
peacefully.
What peacefully?
We're
there's-
not torturing them,
Well, okay, but like they're
and you're not.
cultists. You don't need
And
to
you're
be
not
baby
going to
them.
bite them either.
Didn't know I was going to bite people. What do we want to do with the other prisoners?
They are not prisoners anymore.
That's true, but like, what do we want to do with them?
What do they
What
want
do you
to
guys? Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Escape, probably. Let's get him out of here.
do? Well, let's get away before they decide that the hallway is safe.
The former slaves, you can just very slightly hear them continue the chant. Die now, die later, die now, die.
What the fuck did you do to them?
And
Inspired them.
I gave them food.
Would you start the cult?
the
I mean,
ones
there's only one way to beat a cult. Join a cult.
God damn it.
the ones up
Fucking
front
brainwashed.
here, the ones you armed with weapons, kind of like look frightened but ready to jump in whenever they're needed. And they kind of pipe up like, "We'd like to get out of here. That'd be great."
Good. How do we get out?
We just got here. Wait, I don't know.
Okay. Well, I guess we're stuck here then. Does anyone know how to get out? Cool.
Oh, yeah, these people. Yeah, I don't think they know.
I mean, some of them might.
Okay. We gonna fight our way back through the other way, or are we going to try something else?
Well, that's the thing. We want to just explore the area quietly with a pass without trace.
There's
Yeah.
no way that they know that they just noticed that this is all gone. At least they had to have. And they all ran away. There's no way they're not coming back.
Okay, what would you like us to do?
Well, I mean, we need to be hopefully gone by then.
Hold
I
on.
think.
Cthulhu, what do you want to do? You wanted to interrogate this guy. Do we do this now?
No, we don't do it here.
Where would you like to go?
Home. So we didn't talk to any of the prisoners who knew how another way to get out of here?
None of them know. They're all like brand new and dead, like dead inside.
And the okay.
So each token is 6 people. This first one, they have various weapons on them. They came in the same time you did. The other 18 back here, you found them in the pits, and their minds had been broken in such a way that they really don't have much coherence. It would take several days to revive their bodies and minds to points of actually coherence.
So, like, even if I was to say, all right, let's get back to work. Let's go.
They would flinch.
Where I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Because did we ever investigate this thing?
An attempt was made.
You determined it
But-
was a god, but you didn't know which one.
Yeah.
Does anybody know more about gods than the person that looked at it the first time?
I mean, you can go back and look
Well-
at it.
Yeah.
It's not like
Look, let's.
this room is incapable.
Yeah. Asha's gonna try and take one of these one of these unconscious guys, and we should at least put them in in the cells.
Okay. I will take a gander.
Make an Arcana or a Religion check.
I will give myself. If possible.
Guidance?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. You said Arcana or
Religion.
not matter.
So that's a good roll. You can determine that this symbol is from your religious past. This is the symbol of Dendar, the Night Serpent, an evil, a neutral evil god who requires sacrifices. A lot of wars have been fought in Dendar's name. Why it is on this spot, you are not exactly sure, but there's something about this spot that does seem different, odd, useful.
Okay. Can I investigate it in some way? Like the circle?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation. Yeah, like there were creatures in here. They did something possibly with it, but I'm not sure. Ash, you are investigating the diadem, pedestal, disc.
I can't hear you very well.
You
I'm
can't.
gonna stand up.
It keeps like cutting you out. I don't know.
So you are trying to examine the disc that Cahoon is looking at.
Yes.
You go up to it, and as you are peering down at it, into it, with that check, you see flashes of another room, not like this one. You look beyond what's there, and you see what do you see? You see a room filled with treasure. You see a room with a throne. You see a room filled with scantily clad Yuan-Ti.
Okay, well, we obviously don't want to go where there are more of them. I will tell everyone that this can lead us to other places. There's a room with treasure that maybe we could search for the artifact.
Great.
And I'll describe all of the different places that I see.
Is it like a teleportation thing?
It would seem so.
Oh, and there is fifth vision that you see. It is a room that is overlooking a pool of blood.
Uh-oh.
Overlooking what? Sorry.
A pool of blood.
Maybe let's avoid this one with the pool of blood. For now.
So, what would you like to do?
Well, I suggested that we check out the one with the treasure to see if we can find the artifact.
All right. I'm worried about that pool of blood. I don't know if I can go in there.
We're not going there.
Oh, okay.
I said we should probably avoid it.
Very good.
Okay. How do we go?
Oh my god, I've said like 4 times that we should go to the room with the
No,
treasure.
I'm
to
saying,
look for the
how do
artifact.
we use it? How do you use it so we
Oh.
can go?
Sorry,
I know we need to go, but how do we go? Is it like are we teleporting all of us and the people we rescued?
I mean, we probably should stick together.
You know how to use it?
Do I know how to use it? Or can I guess?
You can guess that you have to step on it and have some knowledge of magic and envision where you want to go.
Diagon Alley.
Okay. So some of these people, if they do not have magic, may not be able to come with us.
Me.
Is that the right impression that I got?
Is it?
Well, you said that I would need to have some knowledge of magic.
Yes.
I guess you don't have to have magic to have knowledge of it. So we can try to take people with us. I think we should try first. And then if we can't, then just a few of us go to look for the item. And then come back.
All right, who's going first?
I could go.
Alumtine.
I'll go first. It's like a beachhead sort of thing, I guess.
Sure.
Alright, I will go second.
I will follow you. Or try to.
And I guess I'm fourth.
I'll go next. I'm just gonna watch the people up front to see exactly what they do and what it seems that needs to be done. Like if there's any specific like stepping on certain areas or something.
Okay, Cahoon, you're first. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. You attempt to step on the thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So you step on the disc that depicts Dendar, and I want you to make an Arcana check.
Check.
Yes.
Cute.
You step onto this and you try to focus on what Ashe has told you, and in your mind you envision where you want to go, and the disc fights back and it strikes into your mind. You take 4 psychic damage.
Okie dokie. Oh.
And are teleported there.
Oh.
You find
I will-
yourself in a small room, with 2 alcoves on either side. Directly in front of you is a larger room with a small pool in the middle. In the alcoves, you see there are numerous amounts of pillows, blankets, very soft things. And on these textiles, you find 4 what look to be female Yuan-Ti, scantily dressed, lounging. As you pop into existence, you see them cower away suddenly because they are not used to someone who looks like you showing up. But as they see that you aren't immediately threatening, they kind of relax and start to get up very slowly, move towards you.
I'd like to. Well, do I? Yeah, I'm gonna try to intimidate and say, "Be gone." Something similar.
Yeah. So, you, maybe put your hand on a weapon, get ready, show that you're not fooling around, and they just immediately, like, stand up and back away into the alcoves, and then they move themselves, into the other room.
Okay. Where did I move? Oh, I guess I wouldn't know where I am. Oh.
You go down south, you can see your line of sight.
I'll step forward. Oh God.
You see in this room there are 2 more sets, or 2 more rooms to the north and south. Each one like the one you just left.
Do I feel like
Alcoves
this is the right place?
filled with female ones.
Do I feel like this is where I was supposed to go?
Do you see a room full of treasure?
No. Also, I left the goat. I don't think this is the right place.
As that thought comes through your head, we'll go to Ashe. You are stepping on the disc of Dendar, and I want you to make an Arcana check. So you, in your mind, you fill it with visions of what you saw before. You have a much better idea of what you were looking for because you saw it previously, and you think about it and focus on it. And when you step onto the disc, it flows through you, and you appear here. You see that there are shadows that dance over this bed chamber. Cushions lie in one corner, and decorative shields line the wall. Treasures are heaped around the room, gold and silver coins, a gilded harp, jeweled wine flask, pillows of silk, and fine clothes draped over wooden mannequins. To the west, just directly in front of you, there is a rectangular steel plate that is mounted on the wall, which has a mirror-like sheen to it.
I want to investigate the thing on the wall. Where is it? You said in front? So, like, over here?
On the western wall.
West. Okay, yeah, over here. Should I roll investigation? Or perception? Yes. I will look at the thing on the wall, and then I want to look around and see if there's anything that looks like it might be the artifact.
We'll use that investigation for everything. Okay, so you check out this steel plate, and you see that it is almost perfectly flat. There's a slight concave curve to it, convex. So it's protruding from the wall. And as you're kind of looking around it, you notice that it is it can be removed, and on the other side of the plate there are two leather loops connecting it to the wall. And looking around the room, just in general for the artifact and entity treasure, you see there are wine flasks. There are bejeweled money pouches, cloaks, instruments, even the cushions are covered in very expensive silk. You are looking around and you find that underneath one of the cushions is a book that is very nicely leather bound. That kind of has a buckle on it that you can open. You find a ton of gemstones. Like I said, there's a ton of money everywhere. You find a tiny statue of a frog, like creature. Not exactly a frog, but it has amethyst gemstones for eyes. And the final thing you find is a kind of a human skull that is made from jade. And I want you to make a an insight roll.
An insight.
So you're looking at this jade skull, and it kind of like you feel like you need to go to it, like to pick it up and actually look into it. And so you reach out, pick it up, and you look at it, look into its the sockets where its eyes would have been. And as you stare into it, you kind of feel something pulsing inside of it. You look deeper into its eyes, and you see faint, very faint object inside of it. It looks like it is pulsing very slowly. It looks like a human heart is inside of this jade skull. And as you finally figure out what it is inside, you can feel it in your hands, pulsing, vibrations going up your arms. This skull is a still beating heart inside of it. And that's where we'll end it.
Ah!
Ah, creepy.